Genesis chapter 21. The birth of Isaac. Now the Lord was gracious to Sarai as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarai what he had promised. Sarai became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his own age. At the very time God has promised him, Abraham gave the name Isaac to the son Sarai bore him. When his son Isaac was 8 days old, Abraham circumcised him as God commanded him. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. Sarai said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh at me. And she added, who would have said to Abraham that Sarai would nurse children? Yes, I have borne him a son in his own age. Hagar and Ishmael sent away. The child grew up and were acquainted. And on the day of Isaac were acquainted, Abraham held a great feast. But Sarai saw that the son whom Hagar, the Egyptian, had born to Abraham was mocking. And she said to Abraham, get rid of that slave woman and her son. For the woman's son will never share in the inheritance with my son Isaac. The matter distressed Abraham greatly because it concerned his son. But God says to him, do not be so distressed about the boy and your slave woman. Listen to whatever Sarai tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will be remarked. I will make the son of the slave into a nation also, because he is your offspring. Early in the next morning, Abraham took some food and a skin of water to give them to Hagar. He set them on her shoulder and then sent her off with the boy. She went on her way and wandered in the desert Beersheba. When the water in the skin was gone, she put the boy under one of the bushes. Then she went up and sat down about the boy short away. For she thought, I cannot watch the boy die. And she sat there and she began to sob. God heard the boy crying, and the angel of the Lord called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, what is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying as he lies there. Lift the boy up and take him by the hand, for I will make him into a great nation. Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. So she went and filled the skin with water and gave the boy drink. God was with the boy, and he grew up. He lived in the desert and became an anchor while he was living in the desert of Paran. His mother got a wife for him from the city of Beersheba. At that time, Abimelech and Phicol, the commander of his force, said to Abraham, God is with you in everything you do. Now swear to me here before God that you will not deal falsely with me or my children or my descendant. So to me and the country where you now reside as a foreigner, the same kindness I have shown to you. Abraham says, I swear it. Then Abraham complained about the well of water that Abimelech had seized. But Abimelech says, I don't know who has done it. You did not tell me, and I heard about it only today. So Abraham brought sheep and cattle and gave them to Abimelech. And the two men made a treaty. Abraham set apart 7 lambs from the flock. And Abimelech asked Abraham, what is the meaning of these 7 lambs you have set apart by themselves? He replies, accept these 7 lambs from my hand as a witness that I dug this well. So that place was called Beersheba, because the two men swore an oath there. After the treaty had been made at Beersheba, Abimelech and Phicol, the commander of his force, returned to the land of the Philistines. Abraham planted a tamasic tree in Beersheba, and there he called on the name of the Lord, the eternal God, and Abraham stayed in the land of the Philippines for a long time. We just finished chapter 21 of the book of Genesis. Amen.